Is this working? I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. I think I am talking to myself. Like, I don't know how this works or if I'm doing it right or if anything's happening. I don't know. Oh my gosh, wait. There's 10 people here, 11 people here. I like don't know how to see this. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. 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 Oh my gosh, there's so many of you guys. Hi. Hello, Michael. And you have the little Narnar. Thanks. 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 Oh my gosh, thank you, Dax. Wow, there's so many of your names that I don't recognize, which is like a good thing. Narnar's right behind me. My chunky monkey boy. I know. I think that the prednisolone that he's on for his lymphoma has made him chunky, which is a good thing because he used to be really, really skinny and you could see his bones, like his I guess his little hip bones right here. But now I feel like it's the opposite and he's a little chunky. So now I have to like slow down with his food right now. I helped you treat your ferrets better. Thank you. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. It's a learning process for me too, though. Like, since I started this channel, I have progressed in their care so much. Oh, I know he is so chunky. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Thank you. I can't believe that there's 2,000 people that want to watch anything that I post and anything about my ferrets. So what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing this weekend? You're getting something. Thank you. Oh, thanks. It makes me so happy to hear that I have helped you guys because that is something that's so important to me since a lot of people on YouTube have helped me. And I know that there's not many ferret like resources and people that talk about ferret care. So I'm so happy that it helps you guys. Thank you. Do you guys, oh my gosh, Kaylee, I remember your rabbit, the one in the video where I was reacting to my subscribers' submissions. The one where he had his little Halloween outfit on was so cute. Hello, clumsy critters. I love seeing like you guys that I recognize. I want to do another one of those soon too. I think I'm going to do it probably. I have a few more videos that I know that I'm like that I have pre-filmed that I want to come out, but I really want to do another one of those reacting to my subscriber submissions because I think that those are so much fun. Happy birthday, chicken nuggets. Oh, I remember Cookie. So cute. I love you too, Adrian. Am I saying that right? I think so. Gerbils. I used to have gerbils. Hi, Jax. Thank you. Thank you for all of your comments and all of your love. I really appreciate it. I used to have 2 gerbils when I went to college a few years ago. When I went to a school in New York, my friend and I got 2 little gerbils. Their names were Harley and Marley. Hi, Jax. Again, I said it before, but hi. I love you. I appreciate all of your love. You have a ferret, Lauren, or you have a gerbil? The ferrets are good. They're sleeping. Oh, wait. So I'm doing this on my laptop. Let me see. I guess I could just probably bring it with me. Nar is eating. Oh, oopsies. Nar is eating. So right now I have them on grinds. I'm so excited. They're eating. The ones that he's eating in here is duck grinds, and then there's the freeze-dried food mixed in, but I'm in the process of switching them to raw. I love the little ASMR that you can hear when they're eating. Oh my gosh, Brianna, I remember you so much too. Okay, that makes sense that you changed it to chicken nuggets. Hi, Bethany. I love you too. No, they actually, whoa, it's like close to my face. No, I mean, this is the first time that I fed them duck, but they all seem fine with it. I fed it to them this morning, and Narnar's eating it now, and he is doing great. But yeah, the rest of them are sleeping. I started them with chicken grinds, and then I went so I started okay. So I don't know if you guys saw my other videos, but I started chopping up like small amounts of meat. I started with like chicken breast, then I started with like beef, regular normal beef chunks that you could eat, like human stuff that you could buy at the grocery store. Chop that up really small. I did gizzards, chicken hearts. Then I eventually ordered grinds, which is like the balanced grinds. It's just the whole animal ground up from Raw Feeding Miami. And then I slowly started adding that into their I started adding it into the freeze-dried soup that I give them, and I would do small amounts in the beginning and then bigger and bigger amounts. And then eventually they just started eating it, and I'm so surprised. But because normally they're really picky. Like, I'm not sure if you guys have seen in my other videos, like Nar is so picky, and so is Pina. And then this morning I caught Pina chomping on some meat. So it was awesome. Now you guys can see Nar poop, I think. I got them this new tube, and they love it. I'm going to try to wake the rest of them up. Hold on, I'll be right back. A sleepy little weenie girl, a little peensy weensy girl. I'm so proud of her. She's the pickiest one of all of them. In the beginning, I couldn't even get her to eat any freeze-dried food. She would only eat the Weisong kibble. And the treats that I got from the Pampered Ferret on Etsy that I've shared in one of my videos, which are like the chicken gizzards, they're kind of like a jerky type thing, like beef jerky, but chicken, and chicken gizzards, chicken hearts. And my three of them, Nar, Jinx, and Kirito, loved it, ate it right away. Pina wanted nothing to do with it. But then this morning, I caught her eating some duck grinds. Like, she was eating the raw meat and chomping the little bone. I was so proud of her. It took forever, but it was worth it. What does that say, Lauren? That's Chinese, right? I was studying Korean and Japanese for a while, but I haven't ventured into Chinese yet. But I would like to. Come here, Peensy Weensy. She's my the most fidgety of the weenies. Yeah, Maddie, you definitely have to go slow. So for me, Jinx took to the meat right away, but Jinx was the only one that would eat chopped up chicken breast. Even in the beginning, like years ago when I got them, I tried to offer them some type of meat, and Jinx was the only one that would eat it. Narnar would try it a little bit, he'd lick it, and same with Kirito, but Pina wanted nothing to do with anything, even like freeze-dried meat. So you just have to go really, really slow and then incorporate small amounts in the beginning and then do more. But I think it also helped her seeing the rest of them eat it, because like this morning when I did the duck grinds mixed with their freeze-dried stuff, they all ate it really quickly. And I feel like her watching them eat it makes her like know that it's actually food and that it's okay for her to eat. Thank you, Summer. I appreciate it. The water bottle thief was trying to take my water bottles. Watch. What? You can't have this. You can't have this. I'm sorry. I love you too, Lauren. Peensy weensy. Thank you, Adrian. It is Chinese. That's what I figured. Thanks. All right, I'm gonna wake the rest of them up because they've been sleeping for a while. Pina. Sorry if you guys can hear the bed crinkling every time I move. It's because I have this, my sister put this like plastic cover on it so it wouldn't get destroyed because the ferrets love to dig. So here we have my sleepy kitty-toe. Some ideas for my next videos. Okay, so I want to do another one on feeding them raw, which is now that they're on the grinds, I want to do one all about that. And I want to do like a meal prep type video and talk about where I got the grinds from and which ones these guys like better and all that kind of stuff. I want to do another reacting to my subscribers' submissions. I want to do a lot more of the decorating the cage because I think those are so much fun. I don't even know if people like those, but I really like decorating and I really like doing themed videos and stuff like that. So I want to do a lot more just cage themes. I guess I'll do different ones since there's no holidays coming up, but I have a few ideas. Like I want to do a jungle themed one. I want to do a donut themed one because I have a lot of like candy and donut type bedding and hammocks and stuff. So I want to do one like that. I want to do a Valentine's Day one in February. And yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad. Is it cold? It's freezing. I live in New Jersey. It is so cold. Yeah, we haven't gotten a lot of snow though, but it is very cold. Hi, for the love of animals. I love you too, Vivian. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm glad. Am I a gamer? No, not really. Well, not at all, actually. I used to play League of Legends way back in the day, and I used to play a lot of Animal Crossing, which is definitely not a gamer type thing, but Kato just jumped off the bed. But yeah, I was obsessed with Animal Crossing, and then once it got like a little too advanced where I had to do too many things, I was like, nope. But I used to play League of Legends back in the day, which is where Jinx and Narnar's names came from. And then I've played the way beginning stages of World of Warcraft, but I'm not good at it at all. I like simple games. My favorite pet YouTuber, I don't know. I watch obviously like Patsu. I watch Ferret Tales, Sarah. I like Lennon the Bunny, which I'm sure everybody else likes too. Yeah, I don't know. Exotic, like all the people that are commonly known. Thank you. Wishful, maybe? Wish FXL. Thank you. I'm glad that you find my videos entertaining and I'm glad that, or interesting, and I'm glad that it helps. Do you guys want to know what I did yesterday? It has nothing to do with ferrets, but so I was watching the anime Kakigurui. So I like anime a lot more than I like gaming, and it's about gambling, which is not good, but I really wanted to go to like a casino because I've only ever gone to one once. So I went to one with my mom and my friend last night, and I lost $100. And that's it. That was my experience. So that was frustrating. So never again. Don't go gambling because it's not worth it. Hi, Jeff. Oh my gosh, I recognize you too. You comment on a lot of my stuff. Thank you. Oh, I like a lot of different kind of music actually. So I really like Lonnie or Lainey. I actually don't even know how to pronounce her name. Or like the band name. I like Lainey. I like Casey Musgraves. I like K-pop a lot too. You watched it? Chicken Nuggets? Did you like it? I love Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran's like my favorite artist ever, but he doesn't make music anymore. So do you know who else I used to? So I always was a Taylor Swift hater, which sounds stupid, but I never liked any of her music. But then her two latest albums, Folklore and Evermore, are so good. And now I'm telling people, like, please, please, please listen to her new albums, which I always used to hate Taylor Swift. So I think that's funny. When did I get my first ferret? I got Nar in July of 2015. And then I got Jinx. Oh, no, I got Nar in June 2015. And then I got Nar in July of 2015. Come here, Pinker. Oh, YNW Melly is... No, I don't like him. I know that one song. What's an anime you're watching that you love at the moment? So I started watching what is it called? Kino's Journey, but I stopped watching it and I want to get back into that one again. I tend to start a lot of animes and then not finish them, but obviously my favorite anime of all time is Sword Art Online. I was also watching Demon Slayer, but now I'm watching Supernatural, which is not an anime, but it is my favorite TV show ever. So that is what I'm currently like binge watching. But yeah, if you guys have any anime suggestions for me, I would love them because I really, really enjoy watching animes that I like. It takes some of them, they're hard for me to get into. Like, I don't love a lot of fighting and violence animes, but once I find one that I like, Peanut is trying so hard to get to the water bottle right now. I know. I see. The little emote thing is Narnar. Thank you, Little Kingdom. Is it hard to introduce two ferrets to each other? No, I don't think so. Not for me, but just because I got them all in short time spans. The only one that was a little bit difficult was Pina because I got Narjinx and Kirito I got in 2015, just like months apart. Pina I actually got in October of 2016. And I remember in the beginning they kind of just ignored her, but that's it. They didn't fight with her or anything. And then within maybe like a month, they were all sleeping in the same hammock and they were all best friends. Seven Deadly Sins, I've heard of that. And I've actually never seen Sailor Moon, which is kind of stupid, but I really want to see that one. I want to see, oh my gosh, what I love Spirited Away too, obviously. That's not, I guess, a series. It's just an anime movie, but Spirited Away is one of my favorite movies ever. I think I want to name my next ferret Chihiro. Pina. Look, it's over here. She's standing on my laptop. You want? You can't have it. My Hero Academia, I haven't seen it. I've heard of it. I've heard a lot about it, actually. Pina, stop. Tara Dara, I've never heard of that. I'm going to save all of these and put them on my list to watch. Do you guys have any video game suggestions? I always want to get into gaming, but it's just that, I don't know. I like simpler games. And I loved when Among Us first came out. I was obsessed with that too, but I feel like my interest in games fades after a while. Ow, Pina. She's climbing in my hair. The Last of Us. Tordodoki? Bye. Oh, Stardew Valley. I have played that. Yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, Among Us is fun, but I got bored of it. I think what did it for me with that one was I had a layover. The video that I filmed where I was organizing the room before I went to go visit my cousins, I actually had a layover. Our flight was supposed to be at 10 p.m. and then it got delayed until 8 a.m. the next day. And I was just sitting in the airport for hours playing Among Us nonstop. So I think I got sick of it. Oh. 3 of my ferrets are 5 years old too. Can you guys believe that Nar and Jinx are going to be 6 in March? It's crazy. Oh, Jinxie's up. I'll be right back. Actually, I'm going to bring my laptop. Jinxie, Jinxie, Jinxie. You hungry? Look. Are you hungry? Oh. So I got this little dresser thingy on the side of the road so I'm a dog walker, and somebody was just giving this away for free, and it was the most amazing find because it has all these little drawers and I put all of their stuff in it. It's pretty convenient. Oh, Peanut, stop. Stop. Now we have Jinxie Piggy time. Hi. You were my first collaboration I've ever done, and I'm so happy that it was with you. I'm so happy that your channel's doing so well too. Aw, you have 4 months. Your babies are 4 months old. Look, it's Jinxie now. My little warty girl. My little raw eater. Why are you so cold? Thanks, Piggy Time. I've actually had to go through so many different editing softwares because the first two that I used crashed on me, and then they made the audio be removed from like my mouth. So like I would be talking, but it would be going at a different speed than my mouth was moving, and it looked so weird. How long can a ferret survive? Like how long can they live? I mean, I've heard anything from like 4 to 10 years. I know ferrets in the UK and other parts of the world live a lot longer because they aren't typically Marshall's ferrets like the ones in America are. But I guess technically I have nothing to base it on because Narnar is my first ferret ever, and he's thankfully still alive. So I have nothing personal to base how long I think that they live off of. What, Jinxie? I want to hug your ferrets. Oh, I wish you could hug them. I wish you could hug them through the screen. The editor that I use now is called, wait, what is it called? Video Leap, I think. Hold on, I actually have to check. I think it's called Video Leap. Pina's about to walk across my screen. She's so bad because she thinks that I have my water bottle up here, which I don't even have it anymore. It's not up there. I'm good, Adrienne. How are you? She's so sweet. She is sleeping right now. Aw, is she a baby? Christina. Stop, you guys. This is what Jinx loves to do. She always likes to go on my beanies. Thank you. I love my posters too. I try to put positive things on my channel in case anybody needs a reminder. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, now it's Pina. What are you doing? Zuna Tuna, that's what I call her. She's upstairs. Yeah, they love to climb in anything, really. Luna, I was actually going to name Zuna Luna, but I know a lot of dogs named Luna, so I went across the keyboard and I was like, what else could I name that sounds like Luna, but is just a little different? So that's how I came up with Zuna. How was my weekend? Hi, I don't know, Jobless Pratt. I never know how to if I'm saying your thing right. My weekend was okay. It was really good until I lost $100 yesterday. But other than that, it's good. Thank you, Thomas. Peanut in a beanie looks like my dog when she finds a blanket. Aw. What does the join button do? The join button means that you can become a member of my channel. So each level up that you go, like for instance, Nar is the highest level, you can get a bunch of perks. And then Peanut is the lowest level because she's the youngest. No other reason, but you get less perks. You can get access to behind the scenes videos and shout outs and social media stuff. And you get these cute little like emojis and badges that you can put next to your name. Oh, what? You're recording a YouTube video. No, I'm doing a live. Do you want to come? What? Come here. Shut the door, Nick. My brother is trying to come downstairs. Yeah, because I don't want to. I can hear you guys. Shut it. What is it? That does nothing, Sam. Okay, come downstairs and be in my live. What is having socks on a hole? How does that stop hearing? Because I can the hole. I can hear you guys upstairs. God, you're weird. How do you shut it? Are you coming? What am I doing? You have to be in the live. Oh, you know. How many viewers? 14. You lying? Where's my lizard? He's upstairs. I swear to God, come here. I don't mean that joint. I ate your cake. No, you didn't. The pineapple one? The pineapple one? Coconut. Yeah, no, I didn't really want it. I'm gonna make macaroni. Okay. Nah, stop. Your brother interrupts your lives too. I know. He's so annoying. My brother's he's a little hater. He has his own YouTube channel. If you guys would like to watch it, it's called Nick Squared. It's him and his friends just doing stupid 17-year-old teenage boy stuff. But if you guys want to watch it, that's it. I pronounced it correctly good. I mean, I guess it's easily Jobless Pratt. I don't know. You're British, right? So it could be Pratt. I live in Texas. My guinea pig loves going to things as much as they can, going underneath stuff like tables. Guinea pigs, my cousin has had 2 guinea pigs actually throughout her lifetime, and I like guinea pigs. Make an obstacle course. I really want to. So have you guys seen those videos where people put things on the walls? They put like their tubes across their walls and they turn their entire room into an obstacle course. I would love to do that. You're grooming your guinea pigs. How do you groom your guinea pigs? Just cut their nails, give them a little bath. How often do you bathe guinea pigs? I don't really know much about guinea pig care, so I'm curious. Yeah, my brother laughs at me on my lives, or well, this is my first live, but laughs at me on all my videos. How did you know I was British? You said it in one of your comments. You said something, I think it was the my Happy New Year post. You said that it was 1 a.m. in the UK and it was still 10 o'clock where I live. Do you guys know? Okay, so I had an idea. I have no idea how to do it though. There's an account that I follow called, or an account that I'm subscribed to called the Kitten Academy, and they just live stream their kittens all day. So they have different cameras set up throughout, like around the room, and it's just recording all day of their kittens sleeping or playing or doing whatever that they're doing. So I really want to do that with the ferrets. I think that would be so cute. I could have one in the cage, and then since I have them when I'm at work, they're just free roaming, but so I leave the bottom part of the cage open. I could have one camera in the cage where they're sleeping. I could have one camera by their beds in here, one camera on their rice box, and just have them playing. But I don't know how to do that. And then have the live recording all day, I think. And so people could just join whenever they wanted and just see what my ferrets are doing throughout the day. I think that would be so cute, but I have no clue how to set up numerous cameras to do that. But I think it would be really fun. Do I have any tips for you and your ferret? Just do a lot of research. That's all I really, because there's so many tips. I wish I could like list all of them, but there's a bunch of things. So just, yeah, do all the research that you possibly can do. Guinea pigs, 3 to 4 months. Interesting. Do you use shampoo on them or no? Because I know obviously in the ferret community, I have made that mistake a lot when I was younger, or within the past years. I used like Marshall shampoo and tea tree oil, which is not good for them. So now I do the oatmeal soak, or the oat bath soak. But I wonder, what do you do, or how do you bathe guinea pigs? New Orleans. Ugh, I've always wanted to go there. 5 guinea pigs, 1 gerbil, 3 cats, 2 goats, 1 pony. Then we have rabbits and chickens. We also have African landsnails and stick insects. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I have 3 cats too. Wow, that's awesome. Do you live on like a farm? Do you have a lot of land, I guess, right? If you have goats and a pony. That's awesome. Yeah, gerbils are really fun. I got in trouble though when I had them because I was living in a dorm at my college and you weren't supposed to have any pets, and we had gerbils and they would dig all night long and keep us awake, and they smelled. I don't care about animal smell obviously because I have 4 ferrets, but when you're living in a dorm with other people and the hallway starts to smell like a gerbil, or if people would come in, because the RAs would do random room checks and there would just be a blanket and then people would be like, why does this blanket smell? It's because my gerbil was under there. Hi, Joey. Thank you, Sophia. I know, I feel like pet shampoo is always such a debated topic. Like, I have shampoos for my dog, and I don't know, I feel like you hear so many things. I'm also actually taking this is kind of off topic, but a feline nutrition course. But in that, they talk about a lot of other holistic medicines and like shampoos and bathing ideas and stuff like that. So there's so many, it's like such a debated topic that it's hard to know what is the proper way to do stuff like that. Oh, that's good. It's good that he doesn't make your room smell and he goes to sleep. I've had a lot of dwarf hamsters and stuff too, and they're always up all night, which is fine. How are you today? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, I highly recommend anybody that has guinea pigs to go to Piggy Time's channel. She knows so much. She's taught me so much about guinea pigs, and I really think you could learn a lot from her channel. Do you know what other animal I really want one day? I really want a skunk. I want a brown skunk, to be specific. They're so cute. You're welcome. Two male ferrets, a regular sage, and the second a champagne ferret. Aw. The regular sage ones is like Narnar and Kirito. And then a champagne ferret is kind of like Peanut. Champagne ones are really hard to come across, I've heard, because I can't even tell the difference between like one that is considered cinnamon and a champagne. But apparently champagne has a slightly more like pinkish type color, I guess. Not pink, but like slightly more like cinnamon is kind of brownish orange and champagne is like a very, very light orangish brown. I don't know. They look really similar to me, but apparently they are different. Trying to up my content with my guinea pigs. I have lots of videos featuring information planned. Yay, that's good. You guys should all check out her channel as well. Would you ever want to own a frog? My friend has one. Okay, funny story about frogs. Yes, I would totally love to own a frog. When I was younger, my cousins live by a creek, and we used to go in the creek all the time and just catch frogs and then take them home. We would take them home in like those hermit crab cages that you could get down the shore, but not the ones that have the grates, like a little plastic tub. And I would put moss in it. I would put rocks in it. I would put everything that I got from the creek. And then I would take a little frog home. And I've done this probably like 5 times. And every single time I bring it home, my dad's like, "What is that?" And I'm like, "It's a frog." And then we would always have to go release it. Cinnamon. Aw, cute. Champagne would be a cute name. I agree. Your ferret was a rescue? Oh, Cheesecake. Oh my gosh, I love that name. Yay, that's awesome. The next ferret that I get, I absolutely want to rescue. I was so uneducated in the beginning. Like, I've wanted a ferret since I was little. And when I turned 18, I was like, I am going to Petco and getting a ferret. And that is when I got my Narnar. But I actually didn't even know that you could rescue a ferret. I mean, I guess you could rescue anything, but I just didn't even think back then that ferrets would even be at a rescue. How many times a day would you have to change the corner pads? Like once. Honestly, sometimes I get lazy and I change it like every other day. The ones in the cage I change twice a day minimum, and I scoop the litter in the cage twice a day. But sometimes the corner pads I can go like a day. I'm gonna use the name Sage. Sage Bandit. Aw. And the champagne one I would name Scout. Cute. Why are the ferrets so cute? I don't know, right? Aren't they the cutest little things in the world? I get so angry when people say that ferrets aren't cute. Like, are you looking at the same thing that I am? Aww. My 3 out of 5 guinea pigs have never seen vegetables before in their life. It was so sad when they were scared of the vegetables when you tried to give it to them. That makes me so sad. I hate that. That frustrates me so much. I could go on a tangent about this, about improper pet care and when people just get pets right off the bat and don't even know what to feed them and what to give them. That drives me crazy. Because even if you're a new owner, like I didn't really know too much about ferrets when I first got them. I fed them Marshall's food because that's what Petco told me to give them. But regardless, like I did so much research on my own. Like I can't imagine getting a guinea pig and not knowing that they eat vegetables. Like that's crazy to me. Or just not care, I guess. Like I don't know. Do I have any name ideas for a normal gray ferret? I'm like so bad at names actually. I usually get my names from something that I'm playing or watching, as you can see from Narjing's Kitty Dome Pina. They're from League of Legends and Sword Art Online. I really want to name my next one Chihiro or Haku. Well, I want to name my cat Haku. So I suggest naming your ferret something that you're interested in or something that a show that you're watching or something like that. And they've never been outside before. That makes me so sad. Oh, Misty's cute. Blue's cute too. I know a lot of dogs that are named Blue. Smoke's cute too. Oh, you know what? My cousin actually just named their gray and white bunnies Blade and Armor. So you could go that route. Hot cocoa. Nice. I'm jealous. Smokey. Yeah, but sometimes I feel like it's okay to get them. I mean, it's such like a debated topic as well because like getting an animal from a pet store, I also kind of feel like you're still rescuing them. Like I know, I don't it's hard because you don't want to support the corporation, of course, and then purchasing a pet from a pet store would mean that like since you purchased it, they're going to just restock and get them from the same farms, same Marshall's Farms, Pet Mills and all those places, which is in itself bad. But at the same time, like I feel like I'm still saving them from that environment. If you walk into a Petco, you see the ferrets are in these tiny little they almost look like aquariums, and it's so dirty, their poop is, like, on the walls, they're drinking out of a water bottle, like, it's horrible, they're being fed such bad stuff, and same with the guinea pigs, they're in a tiny little tank enclosure, they have no space to run around or do anything, like, I almost feel like you're saving them from that environment, but then you are still supporting the corporation, like, it's a sucky choice to have to make, I guess. Yeah, exactly. Hamster and gerbil ones too, they're tiny, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, exactly, it's like you're rescuing them from a dungeon, like, I don't know, but you're giving the money to those places, like, I don't know, it's hard. Aw, peanut and jelly, that's so cute. Aw, name a white one Ghost, that's cute. I like that idea. Nice, that's good. I think it's so important for people to make videos on rodent mills and just pet mills in general. But yeah, I mean, I am against buying from pet stores as well now too. In a sense, like I absolutely want to rescue my next ferret or at the very least get it from a breeder. That way you know like the health it's being bred for health and not for profit. But I don't know, like I just want to go into all the Petcos and just take them all. Like not pay for them. I wish that I could get a team of ferret rescuers to go in there and just be able to rescue them all and just take them home. I wish that that was possible. And same with like my first job when I was 17 was at a puppy pet store, and now the store is completely shut down. Like it doesn't even none of the stores exist anymore, which is good because they got all of their dogs from puppy mills. But my dog is from there because when I was working there, I just got her from the store. And like it's such a bad business, but I just feel like you're still saving them, but, like, you're not, like, I don't know. I wish that I could, like I said before, just get a group of people to just go shut down all of these places, and then you get to just save all the ferrets. That way, they're not just sitting in the store because at the same time, if you don't buy from a pet store, these pets are just sitting in the store for months and months and months, and then if they get too old a lot of times what I've heard, I'm not sure if this is true, but if a ferret doesn't get sold in a Petco and they get too old, they send them back to Marshall's, and then they use them for lab testing, which is just as horrible, like, I just don't know. Yeah, me too. I used to do that too with the ferrets, like, I would go to Petco and just hold them and just play with them because at least for that 5 minutes, I know that somebody cares about them and someone wants to give them love. Yeah, me too. I've actually never seen rabbits at a pet store, but I don't know. Isn't that PETA? No, Michael. It is not PETA because they can't shut down those things. Michael is my boyfriend, by the way, so I can that's why I am talking like that to him. Because PETA can't go in and, like, take all the, um shut down all the stores. I wanna send you money so you take time to make informational videos, but I can't. Oh, thank you. If you really actually wanted to send me money, you could just become a member of my channel and do it that way, if you wanted to. Fun fact, Japan is some of the worst small animal pecker in the world. Really? I didn't know that. I follow a lot of people on Instagram where their ferrets are like they're Japanese ferrets, and it looks like they get great care. So I actually did not know that. You're the one that recommended me to react to Ferret World, which I really want to do. So that is a video that I'm going to be doing. If your ferret does not play every day, is it a sign that she's sick? How old is your ferret, first of all? Because mine don't play too much anymore because they're old. They still get their hyper moments, but they don't play too much. That's okay, Sophia. She's 1 year and 3 months. Is she acting different? Like, did she used to play a lot? Oh, go do your project, Brianna. I'm a procrastinator too. I do all my schoolwork and all my projects as late as I possibly can. But if she's acting differently, she started playing again, but sometimes she does not want to play. I don't think that's necessarily weird. I mean, ferrets sleep a lot of the day, so like these guys are not awake all day, and they really only play for like 30 minutes a day, honestly. Sorry, just playful the next day. They're full of energy. Yeah, exactly. That's normal. Your pony jumped over a tiny pole. Aw, cute. If I do another subscriber or reacting to my subscribers' videos, you should send in your pony because I would love to see it. Yeah, that's good. She's still eating and drinking. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, bye. Thank you for watching. For the love of animals. Like right now is a perfect example. All the ferrets are sleeping again. They're already, I don't even know if you could see, back in their cage. They come out, they eat. Can you do a reacting to Craigslist ferret ads? Okay, so I actually had that idea, and I want to do that, but it'll just be a video of me crying. You can ask Michael this question if he's still on this chat. I cry every single time I look at ferret ads on Craigslist. I don't know why. I actually messaged somebody. I wanted to foster a ferret because I wanted to see if I could get, because I don't think that now I can get a fifth ferret just because I don't have as much like time to get a younger ferret and introduce them and all that stuff. But I wanted to foster one. Like I wanted to save one from somebody. The ferret was just in a plastic cage. There was no bedding, there was no hammocks, there was absolutely nothing in there. And so I messaged them and I was like, hey, can I foster your ferret and then find it a better home since you are just willing to give it to anyone on Craigslist? So I asked them and they never responded back to me. But yeah, I go through those all the time and I just cry like a baby. It makes me so sad. But I do think it's a good video idea to do because it could bring awareness to that stuff. So yeah, I probably will do it. It'll just be me crying if you guys don't mind that. I want a ferret. My parents who say a ferret is a rat, don't even get me started on that. I hate when people call them rats. And it's not even, I like rats, so it's not against rats. It's just the fact that they eat rats. They eat rodents. Yeah, trying to find one on Craigslist. It is tricky, and I guess it's a good thing that they go so fast, but how do you know if they're going to a good home, you know? Like I feel like I want to be my own ferret rescue so like that way I can vet the people. I actually almost worked at a dog 11th Hour Rescue, which is like a dog rescue where I live, but the hours didn't work for me that I was going to be working, but I was like hired and everything. I went through the whole process. So basically what I was supposed to be doing was that I would be like doing background checks on the people and checking to see if their home is good for the dogs. So I would love to do that for ferrets. I would love to save ferrets on Craigslist that are just being given away for free. So, and then make sure that they go to an actual good home. What is my view on ferret breeders? Would I ever consider? Yeah, I actually would consider getting a ferret from a breeder. I don't know if you guys have seen the trained ferret, I think her name is now, but it used to be Joey the trained ferret. She got her newest baby from a breeder, and he is like 5 pounds. He's big, he's healthy, he was fed raw from the beginning. So I don't think there's anything wrong with getting from a breeder, especially because with breeding, so long as they're doing it for the right reasons and it's not just to get a certain colored ferret or something like that, if they're actually breeding for health, then I don't see anything wrong with that because they're probably most likely, if it's a reputable breeder, they're being treated well from the beginning, they're on the right diet, and yeah, I think that breeders are fine. Can you do reacting to your subscribers' cages? Yeah, I definitely want to do that. I just feel like that's been done a lot before, and I don't want to take people's ideas. So, that's why I did reacting to my subscribers' submissions. So you guys could just send me anything, and then if you wanted to send your cages like with that, that's totally fine. Ferrets are rodents and should live in cages. I hear that. So my whole family thinks the same thing. My dad doesn't really like them. Everybody thinks that. Everybody calls them rodents. Everyone says they don't need to be out all day. They just can live in a cage, whatever, but it's not true. We ended up getting our last ferret off Craigslist. He was not in good condition. Smelled of smoke and was on bad food. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't know where they're coming from, so I just want to save all of them. Even if I couldn't keep them here, at least I could know that I could give them a foster home for the time being until I can find somebody that actually knows what they're talking about with ferrets and knows how to care for them, and then I could give them away to them. Hi, Lacey. Something that I think would be so cool is, I know, like, I've collabed with Sarah from Ferret Tales before, is if all the people that have ferret YouTube channels, we could just create a little ferret rescue. I mean, anybody could join, but just the people that I have or people that I know on YouTube could bring it to a larger audience. Like, I wish we could just do a ferret rescue. Because you always see a lot of, like, at least where I live, there's a lot of groups, kind of like Facebook groups, for example, of like New Jersey pit bull rescues, New Jersey so-and-so rescues. And so I've never seen any for ferret rescues. And I think that would be cool. Just a group of people that want to save them, or anything, guinea pig rescues, hamster rescues. Like, it's mostly cats and dogs, which is good that they're being rescued too, but you don't see it as often with small pets. Do you live in Japan, Tori? Would ferrets eat cooked fish eyes? I have no idea. Probably some of them, maybe. Mine probably wouldn't, but maybe. My ferret used to live free roam my brother's closet, but luckily I convinced my parents on free roam my bedroom. Yeah, that's good. If depending the size of the closet is, I guess, better than a cage, but they would get so bored. Like, my guys, even just being in this room, get really bored. So, like, yesterday I brought Jinx up to my brother's room and she was walking around. Like, sometimes I'll bring them into my sister's room, my room, just to get a change of pace. I went to school and got a BC a few years ago in Japan. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. I love Japan. I'm so interested in the culture there. That's my next language that I really want to learn, and I really, really, really want to go to Japan. It's my #1 travel destination. I know there's a cat hotel in Japan that I really want to go to. They eat raw cow eyes. I mean, I'm sure, I guess, any raw ferret, like, you eat any part of it, but ferrets wouldn't be able to eat cows in the wild, which is so interesting that, I don't know. What is the ferret care like in Japan? Like, I know you said that it's not good, but is there ferret specific veterinarians and stuff like that there, or is that not even a common thing at all? I wonder. Do I have any tips with traveling with ferrets? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, in the car or flying? I've never flown with these guys. I haven't really driven too far in the car with them, but they're fine going to the vet and stuff. I would definitely recommend, though, if you are going on, say, like a road trip or something, you could get one of the smaller cages at like a pet store. I don't support plastic cages at all, but if you're just going on a road trip, you could get a plastic cage and then just put it in the back seat and then keep them in that cage. That way they still have somewhere, like a litter box at the bottom. They have their hammocks, food, stuff that they're comfortable with. Marshall Mills imports their ferrets to Japan. Really? I didn't know that. Oh, like in a car to a vet? I just put my guys in a carrier, and then I just put, sometimes they're usually, actually no, they always have accidents in the car, but you could put like a wee-wee pad on the bottom of the carrier and then put some cozy blankets and stuff like that. But these guys are pretty good. My one cat despises being in the car and despises going anywhere, and she always throws up. But the ferrets are pretty good. Sometimes they'll poop, but whatever. Your dad hates cats. He thinks that they're spies. What does that mean? Like a spy, like a Russian spy. That's really funny. Our ferret dog loves the car. Your dog or your ferret? Or is your ferret named Dog? Because either way, that's awesome. My dog loves the car too. I'm a cat person. I am a huge cat person too. I have 3 cats, and I could have 1,000 cats if I was allowed. Yay! Hello, Sarah. Ferret Tales is Sarah, my friend. Oh, her name is Dog? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm a huge cat person now. It's funny. When I was little, I was obsessed with dogs and I always wanted 1,000 dogs, and I still love dogs too, but ever since I got my first cat, which is my kitty cat Roxy, which is funny because she's like the sassiest cat ever. She's not even she's a rescue, so she's a little sassy, not the nicest, but I don't even care. I just love her. Cats' personalities are the best, and so she she made me want to get 2 more cats, and now I have 3 cats, and I just really love cats. Most people don't bring their ferrets to the vet there. A lot are marketed as rodents. Even when I brought my vet here, or when I brought my ferrets to where it was not my normal vet, but my vet's husband actually, I don't know why I feel like that's phrased so weird. The vet that I take them to, who is an exotics vet, so she is like specialized in exotics and ferrets. Her husband has a practice which does cats and dogs. And she left on maternity leave. So when I brought the ferrets to her husband, they were marked as rodents on like their records. And I was like, what? My ferrets are spies. They always follow us. Honestly, true. I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a little wire attached to them. I like dogs more than cats because my dad's allergic to cats. I mean, I love dogs too, but I never was a cat person until now, and now I love them. I want ferrets, but I can't because I have 2 rabbits, 2 hamsters, 3 betta fish, and 3 dogs. Aw, you have a handful anyway. You can get ferrets one day. I really want rabbits too. Rabbits is one of my other pets I would love to have, but not at the moment. Not with 4 ferrets. Yeah, that's what I thought, that ferrets are one of the most popular pets there because I see it a lot on Instagram. Like a lot of when I'm just perusing the ferret hashtags, a lot of them are in Japan. And so that's why I guess I just assumed that they had good care there because I see them very often, but I guess not. My email, I'm gonna do a community post on that. I'm just gonna put my email, I'll put like my Instagrams and stuff again. That way there's a bunch of ways that you guys can send me stuff. You have 5 cats? I didn't know that. I knew you had a few, but I didn't know you had 5. One of my cats and the ferrets love to have stare-offs. Oh, that's so funny. Roxy, my one cat, hates the ferrets. Hi, Cody. Honestly, even some rodents need to go to the vet too. Yeah, of course. I think that all pets need to go to the vet. Rabbits need free roam. Yep, absolutely. They should not be living in a cage, in a hutch. Sometimes you can get away with like a pen, I guess, a playpen if it's big, if it's very big, and that's only where they're sleeping. And then you just let them free roam the room and the house throughout the day. One of my girls can sneak under the bathroom door and will scare me by sliding her head under it when I close the door, always watching us. That's so true. One of my cats, Cleo, never lets me go to the bathroom in peace. She's always trying to get in the door. Are the ferrets that are at pet stores spayed, neutered? Yeah, these guys all came spayed and neutered. Len and the Bunny. I love watching Len and the Bunny. I've watched many of her videos. I know. It's crazy that people think that ferrets are omnivores. Like, have you looked at their teeth? There's no way. The only thing would be that if they get like trace amounts of vegetables in the intestines of like the prey they would eat in the wild, but I mean it's such small amounts, it's already been digested, like it doesn't make any sense. I know. I agree that nobody researches on pets they get because a lot of time they just see them on social media or the internet or something and they think that they're cute and they just take them home and then have no idea. My ferrets have play fence at 80 square feet each. Yay, see, that's awesome. You saw my raw feeding video? You know, a lot of people actually asked me to make raw feeding videos, but I feel like YouTube, when you post a video, it ranks like how well it's doing. And my raw feeding videos are like 10 out of 10, which means like they're the least like the least viewed out of my recent 10 videos. And I'm like, huh, do people not like my raw feeding videos? I don't know. Yep, they get spayed. The ferrets at pet stores get spayed when they're like 2 months old. It's ridiculous. And it causes so many health problems in the future. You're absolutely right. It's just so ridiculous. It's all for the corporation. That way they can market them and they can say, "Hey, look, your ferret's coming spayed and neutered." You don't have to do that. Like, it's just crazy. You love the raw feeding videos. Yay, good. I'm glad. Thank you. Put a lot of work into those. I have another one that I'm gonna do that I'm really excited. It's about the grinds that I'm feeding them and then a little meal prep. Yay, I'm glad. What weenies are doing right now, they're sleeping. I'll show you actually. But they're all in the cage. Hi, handsome. And then somebody's in there. Actually, wait, somebody might be in here. They love to sleep in this. Oh, no. I don't know if you can see him. It's a nar. Here, I'm gonna bring Narnar on this bed with me. Come here. Sleepy Narnar. You like watching me make the soup? Yay, I'm glad. I love making the soup. I always feel like people think it's disgusting too, but it's so satisfying, right? I know, YouTube, the way that they rank stuff is so weird. Here, I'll put you in here. Go. Narnar. Every time I wake him up, he has to poop. Like, ferrets have such short digestive periods. Like, look. No! He just moved the wee pad. Narnar, come on. As he moves the wee pads and pushes them with his little legs. What was your care like for your weenies when I got them? I mean, still good, obviously, I guess. I cared for them I cared for them the same way. What's the word? I care for them like loving wise the same way. It's just that I fed them Marshalls. I left them in the cage, not the majority of the day, but they weren't free roam. I would keep them in the cage anytime I wasn't home. So yeah, my care's definitely changed a lot with that. They now free roam the entire room. I feed them freeze dried raw and raw grinds. And yeah. The rubber toys that I get them are like hard rubber. I would never get them like chewy rubber. Trust me, Narnar ate an earplug once before and had to get emergency surgery, so I know I would never get them soft. Yay, I'm glad you're sewing. I love everyone should go to Sarah's Etsy. I don't know, I don't want to swarm you with like orders, but she has made me so many hammocks and they're such good quality and my ferrets love them so much. So I highly think you guys should check out her Etsy. Oh, look, Narnar's eating again. My ferret would go in the corner. LOL. My ferret, they normally go in the corner, but Narnar just decided that now people are watching him. He decided to move that and poop in the middle. Do I think Kongs are okay? Yeah, I mean, I think that because that type of rubber is hard. I guess each ferret is different and you just have to watch after they chew on the Kong to see if they've ripped chunks off, and then of course, God forbid that happens, do not ever give it to them again. But my guys don't really chew on the rubber. It's just that they like to take it and stash it, so that's why I think it's fine. So yeah, I think the Kongs are fine. Look at him, he's eating raw meat. Good boy, Narnar. Here. Sometimes the long ones like that, they have to chew through them because these are the gizzards and they're a lot tougher meat. Good boy. Nar doesn't stash the meat, but the rest of them do. In the beginning, actually, when it would like kind of get stuck on the side, I thought that they were choking on it and I panicked so much. But it's just because some of the meat is a lot more coarse that they like grind it with these back teeth and then it eventually just falls on the ground and they finish it. But in the beginning, when they would do that, I would like pull it out. I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna choke, but they're fine. Oh my gosh, hold on. My laptop is at 5%. Ow. And my laptop's about to fall. Okay, it's charged. I lost my normal laptop charger, so I'm just charging it with my iPad charger. It charges a lot slower. But yeah, Kirito stashes the meat all the time. It's so annoying, but whatever. They like to stash it underneath the bed. It's quite annoying. It's like right now, Narnar. A lot of times when they get like a big chunk of meat like that, they'll just go somewhere else and eat it because I don't know. I don't know why. But do they have tongues like cats? I don't know. Their tongues are definitely more rough than my dogs, so maybe. But I will advise if you do switch your ferrets to raw meat that you have to clean more. And I clean pretty often with these guys, but you have to make sure that you're checking their stash areas a lot more often because finding raw meat days later is so gross. Jinxie has the softest tongue, though, out of all of my ferrets. Yeah, I guess they do have little spikes on them like cats, but they're not as rough as a cat's tongue is. Yep. I always do that too. Kitty Doe especially, I follow him. I'm like, "Nope, not this time." She sells so many hammocks and cage liners and stuff, and they're such good quality, and I really, really love them. I swear that oh, who's calling me? My grandma. My Bapchi and Jaju are calling me. But I can't answer her right now. You're so motivated by me switching to raw. I've been nervous. So, okay, believe it or not, honestly, half of the problem I feel like was with me. And like I was more nervous to switch to raw than I think I should have been. And I was more nervous that they wouldn't take to it than they actually were. Like it took a little bit in the beginning. They didn't really want it, but as long as you start like very small with small chunks of meat or small ground up meat and stuff and then mix it into their soup, they took to it pretty quickly. How much extra time to take daily? Not like maybe 10 more minutes, honestly. It takes a little bit of time, maybe like 30 minutes since I ordered stuff from Raw Feeding Miami to prep it all, which I'll do I'm actually doing another video on that. Like I just recorded it today of how I organize all the meat and prep it all. But it really takes maybe like 30-ish minutes to do that. And then in the beginning of the day, it's almost because the ones that I got are the grinds. So they're similar to kind of like human ground beef, except they just have more bone and they have all the organs, they have everything. It's the whole crushed animal. So I'll just take a spoon of it and then scoop it and then put it in their bowl. And then since I'm still in the process of like fully going over to the grinds, I just mix it with their freeze-dried raw soup and then I just blend it in. And it really doesn't take much longer at all, actually. But I just am a little more paranoid that God forbid they would get a piece that's like coarser, harder to chew, and they would choke on it. So I definitely sit and like stare at them the whole time. But yeah, it doesn't take much longer. The only thing that takes a little bit of time is I like to add hearts now for taurine because believe it or not, they actually like the hearts. Like Jinxie, well, when I would give her little charcuterie board of meats, she would pick out the hearts and she would eat them. So that, I mean, it takes a little bit of time to like chop it up. Same with like the gizzards and stuff that I give them. But all in all, not too long. But yeah, I hope that people see that I was able to switch them because I was so afraid to do it too. I thought that it was going to be so difficult. There's no way that they were going to switch, especially because they're older. They're 4 and 5 years old, all of them, so almost 6. So I thought there was no way they'd switch. So it made me feel really good that they actually did. Your ferret stashes their Ziwi peak. Yeah. Oh, so you know what? Another thing that's interesting is Pina used to be, like I said before, she's the pickiest one out of all of them. And she finally, like, I would have to crush up the Ziwi peak for her the other day, like, along with eating raw meat, she's just now eating the Ziwi peak chunks, not crushed up. So I'm so surprised. All you have to do is just, I guess, do it slowly, and then even the pickiest of ferrets will learn. Do my ferrets have any irrational fears? I don't know if they're irrational, but they're all terrified of the vacuum and the dustbuster. But I don't know. They're definitely scared of loud noises. Do I give my ferrets Ferritone? No. Ferritone is not good. Ferritone has a lot of bad. It's like vegetable oil, isn't it? And it has added sugars and stuff. Ferritone's not good. It's under their pee pad. Jinx does that. She crawls under the wee pads and then she chews on her treats that I give her. Oh, they're scared of squeaky toys. Pina loves squeaky toys. Big World Small Cavies. Hi, I recognize you too. Do ferrets have a strong odor? Yeah, I guess kind of. I think. I mean, I like how they smell. To the average person, yes, they definitely smell. But part of the smell is just the fact that you have to clean their poop and you have to clean their bedding and stuff. I think it's me. That's the issue in switching out the ferrets. Yeah, it totally is. Like, that was me for the longest time too. I was just afraid, but It was just all me. It was all my own fears. It wasn't even them. Ferritin in Marshall's food. I'm not sure how to tell them that it's bad. It is bad. I'm sure everybody knows because I don't have any videos really on the specifics, but link her to my girl, Bryn, my girl Patsu and Friends. Like, just she has all the information on that stuff. Send her a bunch of her videos, and I'm sure she could tell you. She probably might even have ones where it's about ferritin. I mentioned it a little bit in my one video about 5 products that are not good for ferrets and then 5 good replacements. With ferritin, you could just switch them to salmon oil. It's so much better for them, and they like it too. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was watching Exotic stuff, and I agree with that. Like, I actually watched her videos kind of recently within the past few weeks, and I was thinking that, and I was like, this is like she uses what is that stuff called? It's like the fluffy stuff on the bottom of her cages. It's not the best. I agree. She feeds on my song. Yeah. Mine, she's a vacuum too. I'll tell her about you too. Thank you. You can send her to that one video that I did if you want about 5 good or 5 bad ferret products and 5 good ones. Yeah, Carefresh. I mean, yeah, you have to feed salmon oil in moderation. You can't give it too much at all because they could having too much of it causes health problems, but I give it only in very, very, like, moderation when I'm cutting their nails, for example. I'll put a little bit on their tummies, but you should only give it, like, once a week. I think it's 1 teaspoon per ferret weekly, so I guess it is hard to disperse that, but it's better than giving ferritin. Yeah, the pumps are not the best. The pumps, I actually mentioned that in my one thing. I have the one that has a dropper from the Pampered Ferret. I love their Etsy shop too, by the way. Because with the pumps, like each time you pump, it's pretty much like sucking air back into the tube, and it just makes it go rancid so much quicker. It oxidizes with the salmon oil and goes bad a lot quicker. I'm glad that works for you, cutting them when they're sleepy. My guy's not interested. Because even if they're sleepy, I can get maybe like 1 foot done, but then after a while, they're like, "Stop cutting my nails." And then they wanna just bop around. That's good. I'm glad she doesn't care. I wish mine didn't care. I guess I'm glad that they still have a lot of spunk and energy at their age. That's my dog. Now Narnar's back to sleeping again. He's back in the carrier. Yeah, exactly. Like, I used it in one of the video that I just did about the raw feeding. I put a little bit of salmon oil on top of the meat just to see if they would lick it off, but they don't really get it very often at all. My face to get his nails done. Aw. I've seen those videos where people do with their dogs. They put, like, peanut butter on their forehead, and they have the dogs lick it off. Will I be getting more ferrets in the future? I don't know. I don't think that I want more at the moment, so probably not, but I would like to foster them, like I said before, and try to get ferrets that come from Craigslist or rescues or other places and then help find them a good home. But maybe when I move out, but I still live at home, so I wouldn't have 5 in this room because I feel like they need a lot more room. But in the future, when I have my own house, I would like to have my own little zoo. A bunch of ferrets, a bunch of cats, dogs. How long do people normally do lives for? This is my first live I've ever done. Thank God you guys are asking me questions because I was so nervous in the beginning. I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about on here, especially if the ferrets didn't wake up and walk around. Like, I had no idea. Your ferret likes to eat chips. So mine, these guys actually don't really like to eat chips and stuff like that, but Kirito loves eggs. Like sometimes I'll just make scrambled eggs and I'll come sit down here with them. And if the egg falls on the ground, he inhales it. He is an egg fiend. Thank you. 2 to 4 hours on Twitch. Yeah, I know. Dude, some Twitch streamers are on there for like days. Like a full 24-hour gamer stuff I've seen or I've heard. Is there any way to reduce the smell of the cage? Other than cleaning, not really. I know you can use like a natural, you can do vinegar and water as a natural cleaner, but depending if you hate the smell of vinegar or not, because if you clean with that as opposed to like just normal cleaning supplies marketed for cages, it kind of leaves behind the vinegar odor and it's a natural cleaner and it's safer anyway. So if you'd rather have your room smell like vinegar as opposed to ferret, then you could do that. But yeah, nothing other than cleaning and changing out their bedding and changing out their wee pads, litter box, and all that kind of stuff. That's really the only way. I mean, other than if it's a very ventilated area and if it's warm out, if it's a spring, summer, fall, even depending where you live, just open the windows. As long as you have a lot of ventilation. Thank you. I like the poster too. I feel very strongly about thinking positive and focusing on the good and having your mental state be the best that it can be. I know, like I'm so grateful that people are asking questions because I would have just been staring at the camera like, is this working? I'm actually surprised that I got this to work so quickly because a lot of people's lives that I've watched in the beginning, they're always like, is this working? Can anybody hear me? But like people actually it was working pretty quickly. It took me like 5 minutes to notice where the people were there or where it said how many people were watching. I was like looking around the whole screen and I'm like, where is it? But it's in the corner. How do I save this? If anybody knows, so I can post it as a video later on. Like, does it just automatically save for me and then I can just upload it as a video? Question mark. Yeah. Okay. It just saves and then I could just go find it somewhere. I've never done a live before. I think it shows in your channel as a replay. Oh, interesting. Okay, thank you. I had no idea. I think I'll do these more often. They're fun. I like talking to you guys like this. Yeah, exactly. I thought I was talking to myself in the beginning. But good, I'm glad you were here. I'm glad that I wasn't talking to myself. Sarah, do you use like a separate camera or do you use one connected to your laptop? I think the only reason that I got this one to work quickly was because I'm just using my webcam on my laptop. But I know that if you do it separately on like a different camera, it's a lot harder. Like I have no idea how I'm gonna figure out how to do it with I wanna try to do if I don't know if anybody heard me say it before, but I wanna do like a live stream throughout the day. So like there's an account that I follow called the Kitten Academy, and they just have their cameras set up throughout the room all day, like different cameras, like one pointing at their beds. Like I would do one pointing at the cage, the beds, other areas of the room, rice box, and just have it facing them throughout the day. And then you guys could see what they do throughout the day, but I have no idea how to do that. Oh, it automatically saves. Okay, good. The first time I did a live, there were 3 other people. The live chat was off? That'll be awful. Oh my gosh. I would have no idea what to do. I would be like, can anybody hear me?" That's really funny. I know, I wish, like, I was a gamer so I could, like, game or something, but this is fun. Under your videos, under the live section, you can add descriptions. Oh my gosh, okay. Perfection. Good, I'm glad. I'm glad it's easy. I didn't know if I was supposed to, like, screen record or, like, get a separate software or something. I don't know. I guess I didn't even have to turn the live chat on. I think it was just automatically on, which is good because if it was off when I started this, I would have no idea what to do. Oh, you use your iPhone. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, if you do it, I guess from there. But yeah, see, doing it separately, it's a disaster. I know. That's what I've heard. That's what I figured. And I would have no idea what to do. Like right now, I have a Mac, and so that's what I'm using. And I feel like the quality is not the best, but at least it worked. Because if I tried to do it on my phone or like a camera, I know that this would not have worked. Trust me, I'm technology challenged too. I can never figure anything out. I always have to have somebody help me. I'm not good with technology. All right, I think I'm gonna get off soon because I really want to go upstairs and eat. My dad, I'm Italian, half Italian, so my dad every Sunday makes meatballs and sausage and gravy and all that stuff, and it smells so good, and I'm starving. So I'm gonna go upstairs and eat that soon. I think I'm gonna post though a community post saying for the reacting to my subscribers submissions again, and then I'll put my email, put the Instagrams where you guys can send me all of your stuff. That way I can do another one of those videos. Your older brother is a computer whisperer. That's good. I wish my younger brother was like that. Do I take them outside? I take them outside in their playpen usually. Jinx, I've put them all in the harnesses before, but they don't really like them. They act like my cats and they just like lay on the ground. Um, and they don't really like it, but Jinx walks sometimes. You're 1% Nigerian? Nice. So I took it funny. I could go off on that because I always wanted to be every ethnicity. So I took like a DNA test and I'm what, like 0.3% Sudan. My great grandma is Sicilian, and so you know how Sicily's like right above Africa. So I was so excited that I had other ethnicities. It was cool. I know I am gonna go eat soon. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Maybe I turned it on. My family makes homemade pasta in a pasta machine with pesto. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. I know I would love to invite you guys all over for pasta day. My dad would love that. He loves making pasta and meatballs for everyone. That sounds delicious. We've never made homemade pasta though, believe it or not. I'm sure like my family in Italy has, but not us in the United States. My Polish grandma makes homemade pierogies though. She makes all the dough and stuff from scratch and they are so good. Do you have the links to your Insta and stuff? Yeah, I do. I have my links on there. I think it's on my About page. Actually, I don't know. It might not be. Hi, Kirsten. Oh no, I'm about to end it, but hi. Ugh, don't even get me started on store-bought everything. That one hits close to home. You miss your family's pasta living with your boyfriend and his family, and they use store-bought everything. I feel that one. Homemade everything is always the best. Yay, thank you. Thank you very much, Jobless Pratt. You always leave the nicest comments ever. Hi, Paper. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save it. I'm not gonna go yet. I'll stay on for 5 more minutes maybe. But yes, I'm definitely gonna save it. This is so much fun though. It's a lot more fun than I thought it was gonna be. Not that I thought it wasn't gonna be fun, but I just didn't know if it would be awkward or not. So this is so much fun. I'm gonna do these more often. Your mom makes homemade pizza. Nice. I'm actually not the biggest fan of pizza, which people would be surprised by, but I have made homemade pizza with my aunt before, and it just always tastes so much better. I just put a lot more dough and a lot less sauce, and it's so good. We also used to make like homemade pizza bagels, like where you just get the bagel, put your own sauce on and the cheese, and it's so good. Are the ferrets sleeping? Yep. They're all sleeping. They get up and then they eat, they poop, and then they go back to sleep. So Narnar is in the cage over there. Narnar is in there, and the rest of them are in the cage. Do you guys have any other? Can you see kitty dough? Yes, you can. I love steak and fish. I love steak and fish too. Steak actually, red meat does not always agree with me. So it always gives me a stomach ache, but seafood is my all-time favorite food ever. Kitty toe and Pina. Come here, look. It's hard to hold my laptop and then try to make them look. And then Jinxie, I think, is in there somewhere. And then Narnar is in here. Narnar. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's making carb pretzels. What does that mean? Don't pretzels always have carbs? I always try to do stupid low carb diets like all the time, and it's the worst. Carbs are the best of the foods. The best food group. Are carbs even a food group? I have no idea. Which hammock? The one? Oh, the leopard one. I actually got that on sale on Amazon. So little hackaroon ski for you guys. Amazon apparently, I just learned this from someone on TikTok. Amazon has a separate section called the Amazon Outlet. So you know how you can go shopping at outlet stores and everything's cheaper? There's a section called Amazon Outlet, and they just have stuff discounted. So I got 2 of those little leopard hammocks for like $7, I think, and they're really good quality, and they love them. So you should go check out the Amazon Outlet. Mayan University, yeah. So I've been in university for 1,000 years, but I am actually I started off at a 4-year school when I first graduated, and I went for a year, just a normal college in New York, but I didn't like it. I didn't want to do anything with a degree there, so I came home. I went to my community college, then to become a certified vet tech because I worked as a vet tech unlicensed before. Then I stopped doing that for a while because I just wanted to work. Then I ended up doing vet tech stuff through Penn Foster College online, but just I don't know. School's not my thing. So whatever. Long story short, I am actually going to finally get my associate's degree, which is just a 2 years degree in what's today, the 10th? I'm done on the 14th. So 4 days, I will finally have my associate's degree. And then I'm enrolled in a feline nutrition course, and I'm also certified in pet first aid and dog training. And I am currently getting certified in feline nutrition. But yeah, I don't know. I think that college is a great thing for people that know what they want to do and something that they need a degree. But if you want to go into a more like trade type thing, or like I'm really interested in like holistic pet care and stuff like that, I think that there's a lot of certification programs and degree programs that are just as awesome as college, if not better, because at least you're doing something that you like. Like, it literally took me 6 years to get, like, a little college degree, but thank you. Hi, Jocelyn. Can you make a video on ferret proofing? Yeah, I should have done that in the way beginning. Personally, I really just don't like school. I don't like school either. Not at all. Hated it. I mean, it's not, I don't hate it. Like, I love learning. Everybody, I would think, likes learning. You just like learning about stuff that you're passionate about. Like, I don't like learning about how in geometry you would have to learn about, I don't know if you guys even know what I'm talking about, but you learn about like proofs, like proving that an angle is an angle. Like, you would literally have to prove that a right angle is a right angle. Like, why? I'm not going to become an architect, so why am I learning that, you know? Like, I just wish I was learning stuff that I was interested in. You learn the basics, and then you should be able to pick what you wanna do. I don't know. That's just me. Thank you, Sarah. Ferret Tales. But yeah, I should have made a video on ferret proofing in the beginning when I first turned this room into their little room, but I didn't even have a YouTube channel then because now everything's already like ferret proofed. But I could just go through and like show all of that again, but should have done it in the beginning. Hated proof so much. Me too, right? Like, it's the worst. Yeah, see, exactly. I love learning about Hebrew. I think languages are awesome. I am so interested in languages and cultures and like genealogy and stuff like that. Aside from that's probably like my second biggest passion other than animal care. I really like cultures and language and genetics and all that kind of stuff. That's why, like, when I said before, I was so obsessed with taking DNA tests. Like, I've taken Ancestry, 23andMe, whatever the other one is, My Heritage. Like, I don't know. I just think that's cool in the way that people like genes get passed down and you can lose genes and like recessive traits, stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's interesting. So that's my other interest aside from animal care, but yeah, I hated math. You like math? Wow. Math is not for me. You can speak fluent Hebrew? Nice, that's awesome. I can speak the tiniest bit of, like, 1,000 different languages, but I'm not fluent in any of them. I also just get so hyped up to learn stuff in the beginning, and then if I'm not the best at it within, like, a week, then I get really discouraged, which is not good. Yeah, I think I will. I'll definitely do that, like a ferret proving type thing. Chemistry. Chemistry's math. Chemistry was the worst. You're Israeli. Oh, that makes sense, but nice. Cool, that's awesome. I bet so your family spoke Hebrew in your house, I'm guessing? That would make sense. My grandparents on my mom's side, well, and my mom is 100% Polish, and they all speak fluent Polish, and my mom decided to just never speak Polish to me or my siblings, so I know, like, phrases here and there. I know when I'm getting yelled at by my grandma, but, like, I don't know I'm not fluent in the language, which is so frustrating. I wish they would've just spoken it to me. Nice, that's awesome. You're lucky, you're very lucky that your dad talked to you in that language. Yeah, chemistry is hard math. Exactly, it's the worst. I hated it. But see, chemistry is so interesting at the same time though, like the chains that you do, like the lipid chains and things like that. I don't know, I could see it in my head. I don't know if I'm calling it the right thing where it's a bunch of dashes and they'll have like a bunch of C's, a bunch of H's. It's so interesting and like it's so cool to learn about, but it's so difficult. I wish it was just explained in simple people terms. Yeah, right? Exactly. Your grandpa was Norwegian. Ah, it's so frustrating. I feel your pain. And then they would just talk like behind our backs and I'm like, if you spoke to me, I would know what you're saying, but you just decided not to teach me anything. You love math? I wish I loved math. I mean, math is interesting. It helps you a lot in life, but I don't know. My brain just gets all jumbled. My ferret is waiting for her dinner. Oh, but you're gonna finish watching my live stream. Thanks. I'm gonna leave soon, probably. I've been on here for a while, and I have to feed these guys too. Actually, for dinner today, I don't know. What do you guys think I should give them? I gave them duck this morning, so I could give them chicken. I could give them beef and tripe. I have duck necks, but I have to add more stuff to the duck necks because that's not balanced. But you know, um, do you guys know what tripe is? Because my stupid brain thought that it was fish. I don't know. Tripe just sounds like fish, and I guess I just didn't think. So I got them the grinds with beef and tripe and chicken and tripe, and you have to mix them together. And I was smelling the tripe, and I was like, "This smells like fish." Tripe, first of all, raw tripe is the worst smell like I've ever smelled in my life. And I'm not like a picky food eater. There's like not many foods that I don't like at all. I eat everything. And when I smelled tripe, I was like about to gag. It's beef stomach. Yeah, the lining of the stomach. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. But the ferrets loved it, and it has a lot of nutrients and a lot of good stuff. So I'm definitely going to continue feeding it. It's just I was like blown away by the smell of that. It was nasty. But anything for my babies. I'll suffer through the smell for them. Yeah, it is a secret language. I'm telling you. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, I think I'll probably do the beef and tripe because I've been giving them chicken and duck a lot. Actually, I haven't gotten them rabbit yet. That's the next one. I don't know. I love rabbits, so I feel bad getting it, but I know that it's great for them. Yeah, it sounds like fish, right? I know. So I was looking at My Pet Carnivore, Raw Feeding Miami, and there's one more. I forget what it is. But I was looking at My Pet Carnivore because they have a lot of other ones. The only reason I didn't order from them was because you need a 10-pound minimum, and Raw Feeding Miami you don't. So in the beginning, I just wanted to get like a few to sample rather than getting 10 pounds and then them not taking to it at all and then it risking going bad. But now I've been getting it for my dog and my cats too, so it works out. But yeah, I think I'm gonna order from My Pet Carnivore next. They have a lot more, and I wanted to get like quail and pheasant and stuff, but those are always always run out. Green tripe is the smelly one. That makes sense because this is green tripe, and it smells horrible, like horrible. And I was taking out the meats and stuff from the bags in the sink, and some of the tripe fell in the sink, and I was like scrubbing it, and it was like ugh, so gross. Yeah, it does cost for shipping, but the shipping was like $13. The other websites that I did, the shipping was like 35 plus. So $13 for shipping wasn't too bad. It ended up being I got chicken, I got the beef and tripe, I got the duck necks, and it ended up being like $27, I think, plus shipping, which is it comes out to being a lot cheaper than the freeze-dried stuff. I wasn't expecting that, but in total, like 5 pounds for the chicken is I mean, 1 pound for chicken is $5, and then 11 ounces for a freeze-dried bag of food is $44. So that's less than a pound of freeze-dried food for $44, the one that I've been giving them because it's supposedly the best quality, but, like, it's so much cheaper. Like, it's wild to me that feeding raw is so much cheaper. Home of the Pets, thank you. I appreciate it. I recognize your name. Thank you. I know, I'm sure it is crazy that they have beaver, like, they have so many different things, but maybe it's for a variety. I wouldn't even, like, think to feed beaver, like, although I almost feel like it's more likely for a ferret in the wild to potentially catch a beaver and eat it as opposed to, like, a cow, of how people feed beef. No, raw costs what? My dad is calling me. I'll feed her soon. I'll feed her in, like, 10 minutes. That's my dad asking when my dog is eating. See, this is a perfect segue into because what I'm talking about. I've been feeding my dog raw too, so I've just been feeding her rather than normally my dad feeds her, and now I have to feed her. Beavers are ferocious, are they? I guess I've never encountered a beaver. Yeah, you definitely need a lot of space for ferrets. No, but raw costs a lot of money. 2.2 pounds of ZU peak is 41. like actual like raw the meat, not just the air dried or freeze dried, costs less than the air dried and freeze dried versions of it. Like I thought that it would cost more, but it costs less. It's crazy. Oh my gosh, my mouth is like I'm thirsty. I feel like I've been talking to myself or talking to you guys for a while, and I can't even find my water because Pina took it and stashed it, so I can't even drink my water. I'm like looking on the bed over here, and my water's not here because Pina took it and dragged it somewhere. Yeah, ferrets are good for an apartment if you can give them a lot of rooms and places to play. It's just that it's hard to find anywhere that will rent to you with ferrets. That's my next step. I am interested in moving out soon, and I know that it's hard, but I don't want to move out at the same time because the ferrets have it so good here in the basement where I currently live at home, but I do want to get my own place soon. I just have to find somewhere that will take them. I know, right? Pina is the only one that's so obsessed with these water bottles. Narnar likes them too, but not as much. Like in the beginning of this live stream, I had my water on the little, I'm not even using a desk. I'm using a dehumidifier, and then a wee wee pad is on top of it, or wee wee pad box. But I had my water bottle on there, and Pina was trying to jump and grab it the whole time. Ferrets are destructive. Not too bad, depending if you give them a lot of things to play with, a lot of enrichment and stuff. But if they're just left in a room with nothing to occupy them, then they are absolutely destructive. Just like not to the extent. Yeah, no, I agree. Not to the extent that people are. People think that they're baby eaters. People think that if you put your ferrets by a baby, they're gonna eat them. Unpacking your bag. Oh my gosh, I love that she repacks your bag though. That is so cute. Mine would absolutely not repack my bag. They would just take stuff out of it and then put it in their stash, and then it would never get back into my bag. Coke bottles. See, yeah, they love like bottles and stuff. My ferret ripped apart the carpet. Yep, they do that. Jinx likes to dig in the carpet on the stairs. Which bowl for the water is the better? What do you mean? I use the steel bowls because plastic bowls, you can get a lot of bacteria, and the water bottles that they have, ones that clip onto the side of the cage, they don't get as much water. It's hard for them, and it's not good for their teeth either. Now there's 20 people. I wish that you guys joined in the beginning, but it's okay. Oh yeah, ceramic too. Ceramic's good. Ceramic, glass, steel. That's all good. My cat ripped up the carpet for absolutely no reason. Yeah, I mean, well, my cats do that too. They just like to like scratch in anything that they're sharpening their claws on, I guess. Similar to like a cat scratcher. Aw, sleeping in your duffel bag. These guys would do that too if I had a bag down here. How much meat is good for them? So I actually don't have a scale yet. That's my next order that I'm gonna get is a scale for when I start packaging up the meat. When I like prep it and stuff, but I don't really have the weight for you. So I give them about it's like honestly, it's like as much meat as I can fit in my hand. It's like my fist pretty much. I put in the big bowl, and then I put some warm water with their freeze-dried stuff that I'm like transitioning them and just mix that up. But I don't have the exact ounces for you at the moment because my scale is not here yet. A local pet store worker said that I keep Ferret in my garage. Yeah, no, don't keep them in the garage. I mean, if your garage is heated and there's no cars and there's no bad things to get in there, then I guess, but it's not advised. I would not ever keep my ferrets in the garage. I've heard of people turning like sheds in the backyard where you insulate them, you can turn them into like a little home, but again, wouldn't. Yeah, it depends on the weight of the ferret too, exactly. I'll make a video on that type of stuff, but when I'm more educated on it, because I'm not an expert at the moment. Is there a way to teach your ferret to attack? I don't know. I don't want my ferrets to attack, so I have no idea. They get sleep in your clothes. My cats do that. They like to sleep in the dresser. Yay, I'm glad you like my raw feeding videos because I feel like nobody does. I don't know. They're not getting as much as as much comments and stuff as they usually do. Would I sleep with my ferrets? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't just because they live in the basement and I don't sleep down here. But yeah, I lay on this bed sometimes and I just sit down here and they just lay and crawl all over me. Daily, I have to give them meat or no? It depends what you feed them. I mean, ideally, you should feed them all meat, but if you just feed them, depends what you feed them. I saw a TikTok where scruffing is bad. Is it true? I technically don't know, but I have never scruffed these guys. Or actually, I shouldn't say I never have. In the beginning, I have. Same thing when people at Petco would be like, look, you can put your ferret to sleep. And they're yawning because they're stressed out. Like yawning is a stress reaction in all types of animals. So you're pulling their scruff and they're yawning. They're not falling asleep. So I don't scruff. And I don't think that you should. To convince him we should try to do it again. I live for Jinx near charcuterie board. Me too. You know how charcuterie boards are like a trend now? Like I see them all over social media. Well, speaking of Jinx, hold on. I know, yeah, that's another thing. I'm scared to roll over on them. I would be afraid of that. Jinx do you guys want to see Jinxie pooping? Or eating? I'm not sure what she's about to do. What are you doing? Where are you going? What are you doing? Yay, Jinxie! She's pooping. Come here. No. And she always turns around to smell it after. Charcuterie board. It's like a thing here. No, yeah, I don't give her an actual charcuterie board. I just put it on top of a cutting board and I just call it her meat charcuterie board. I don't use like those types of meat or anything. I would never do that. Jinx is such a cutie, right? I know. My little warty girl. She's so funny. Jinx is such a personality. Hold on, I'm gonna go get her. Come here. How can I train them so they don't bite me? So I guess the way that I did it, I was lucky. None of my guys bit at all, ever in the beginning. Like sometimes Nar will lick your legs. He actually only licks men's legs. It's so weird. He licks your ankles and he'll bite them. I think it's if you're like sweaty or like salty. But you just handle them a lot and you just play with them a lot. I thought it was weird if you do that. Yeah, no, I would never feed them like an actual charcuterie board. It's in my other videos. It's just a cutting board, and then I just cut the meats that I'm about to feed them with their diet, and then I just leave it on there, and she eats it on there. So I just call it her charcuterie board, but it's not actual like the bruschetta or anything like that. I would never hurt my babies. Why are you so cool? It's still your ferret. Bless you. What? Hi, Piper. Piper Cub. Jinxie, Jinxie. She's so cold. Every time when they wake up, they're so chilly. They're always shivering. What? I'll put you in your thing. I love them all the same. Everybody asks me that. If you ask other people, they'll say my favorite is Nar, but he's not my favorite. I love them all the same. It's just that Nar was my first boy, and Nar's a mama's boy, and we have a special connection, but they're all my favorite. I love them all. Why do they shake when they wake up? I think it has something to do with their body temperature dropping when they sleep, just the same as humans when your body temperature gets lower, because once they're up for like 5 minutes, they're not shaking anymore and they're back to normal. But it's mostly just Jinx too, actually. But she has insulinoma too. So that could also be a part of it. But now she's like ready to go. She's like, put me down. I know, I'm going to go eat dinner too, actually. Thank you guys all so much for watching this. I'm so shocked. In my country, ferrets are not allowed to keep as pets. It's so annoying. You're so lucky. Where do you live before I go? Now I'm curious. Places here like New York City and California, you can't have ferrets. They're illegal in those places, so it's frustrating. Turkey. I see. I feel like ferrets are illegal in a lot of places. A lot of the reasoning for them being illegal too is because they're seen as an invasive species, but I don't see how, because like they think they're going to kill the wildlife and they're going to be a danger to, I guess, like the communities there, like the plants and animals and things like that. But the thing is, the ferrets that would be there are domesticated, so they really wouldn't last long in the wild at all, especially in like New York City or places in California. Like if your ferret got out, they're not going to wreak havoc on the community. Like they're domesticated. I highly doubt that they're going to adapt that quickly. Like it doesn't really make sense. Exactly. See, it's just because he's your first one. I'm telling you, I understand that. I love Narnar. I love them all the same, but it's just Narnar was my first. He's a mama's boy, and he's my little baby. What does this comment mean? Their cage needs to be so big, although they're out almost all the time. I know that. They have the Ferret Nation. I know they're not in the cage. They free roam. I just keep the cage in here because they like to sleep in it. They're illegal in New Zealand? I didn't know that at all. Isn't like Ziwi Peak is made in New Zealand and like ferret food is made in New Zealand? I did not know that they were legal there. Interesting. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry and I have to feed my dog. She gets fed at 4 and she's probably not happy. Same with my dad. So I had so much fun doing this little live. I can't believe that this many of you watched it and interacted with me. I had so much fun. I am going to do a community post about doing another reacting to my subscribers' submissions, and you guys can send me stuff for that video. So yeah, I'm going to post this live stream too as a video in case you guys want to watch it again. All right. Love you guys. Thank you. Love you too. Thanks. Enjoy my dinner. Enjoy my dinner. What? Thank you. I will enjoy my dinner. I hope you guys have a wonderful night as well. And I love you guys too. Bye.